Hello class, today I'm going to be explaining your homework assignment. It is your first homework assignment, so make sure you watch this video as many times as you need to in order to help you understand how to complete your homework assignment. So pages 1 through 8 in your textbook, you're going to read to yourself. Make sure you don't skip anything, read everything. Page 9, lesson 2, you're going to read and just practice what you read on your machine, okay? You're just going to practice it. You're not going to turn that in. Page 10, 2-1 is your first homework assignment. So this is all going to be turned in, and it's 2-1 on page 10, and it's the initial side of the keyboard. Make sure you listen to my lecture to help you remember the initial side, the final side. I give a lot of tips. You have to listen to my lecture. So 2-1, I'm looking at your homework sheet. You're going to read the top part and you're going to complete each row 5 times perfect. So I'm going to show you. We're going to go to page 10, and it's a good idea if you cover up the bottom rows and just leave the very top row uncovered so you can see how to write it. So we're going to write the initial side, so only with your left hand. So you're going to write STPHSKWRHPTSRWKS, okay? And I'm going to check it. So I started here, so it's going to be STP. The slash isn't anything, just ignore it. You want all your letters in green. HSKWRH P, I'm just hovering over it with my mouse, and I'm checking it versus the book. HP, T, S, R, W, K, S. Okay, so I have one perfect row. I have to write it 5 times perfect. So I'm going to go back, and I'm going to write the first row, S, T, P, H, S, K, W, R, H, P, T, S, R, WKS, okay? And I'm going to check it once again. You could either go up here to your notes, but just make sure you're at the right place. And so I started here. And so STPH, you can look at your notes, or over here, SKWR, HPTS, SR, WKS. Okay, so that's twice perfect. I have to write 5 perfect rows. So now I'm going to write it again. So if you want to let us know that it's a new row, you can write PF. And so here's a new row. Those 2 perfect. I'm going to do one more. STPH, SKWR, HPTS, RWKS. And I'm going to check it. And I had left off here. So S, check it with your book. ST, remember you want to get it perfect. PH, SKWR, HPTS, RWKS. Perfect. So that already makes 3 perfect rows, okay? So I'm going to write one more because I have to have 5. So I'm going to start at the very top, STPH, SKWR, HPTS, RWKS. Okay? And so check it again. And then I'm assuming it's correct. Check it though, because if you don't do it correctly, you're going to have to redo the homework assignment. So take your time, complete extra assignments, and here we go. One more time. This is going to be, I believe, my last one, okay? So here was the first one. Here was the second, third, fourth, and then I'm at my 5th, okay? So PF, that's paragraph. It's written with the initial P, final F. PF, paragraph, okay? And so here we go. STPH, SKWR, HPTS, RWKS. Okay? Check your work. STPH, SKWR compared to your book. HPTS, RWKS. Perfect. So I'm done with that first row. Now I got to go down to the second row. I'm going to write them 5 times perfect. Let's say, for example, I'm on the second row, the STSKPW, and I hit a different letter. I hit, instead of the H, I'm hitting the R. then I have to start over. If you make a mistake anywhere in that row, you have to start over. So I'm going to hit PF and I'm going to start over. PF will let the lab assistant know that you made a mistake and you're starting over. Your ultimate goal is to end up with 5 perfect rows of each row on page 10. So we're ultimately going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 5 is 40 perfect rows. You can complete extras in case you make a mistake and you don't catch it. That way you don't have extra homework to do, because if you get more than 10 errors, if you get 11 errors on your homework assignment, you're going to have to redo that portion. So make sure you take your time. It's all about accuracy, okay? And so I'm going to have to start over at that second row. So S, T, S, K, P, W, H, R, H, P, T, S, R, W, K, S. Okay, so let me check it after my last PF. So we've got checking the second row, S, T, S, K, P, W, H, R, H, P, T, S, R, W, K, S. Perfect. So that's my first one. I'm going to hit PF and start a second one. Check your notes up here with your cursor. You can check it up here, or you can check the green transcript here. Okay, very, very important that you check it, and you don't want to skip anything. So make sure you're proofing to check that you wrote every letter perfect. Make a mistake, initial P, final F, and it'll let the lab assistant know that you're starting over. And you want ultimately 5 perfect rows, okay? Going on to the next homework assignment, 2-2. Now this is the final side of the machine. So this is the right side of the machine. It's with your right hand, okay? And so if you want to put them all together, you can. I recommend you do them all together and send it in daily. So you would label it on your file, 2-1, 2-2, 2-3, okay? So now I'm going to work on, we're assuming everything's done correctly. I'm going to 2-3. It's the final side. So it's F, P, L, T, R, B, G, S, T, L, P, F, R, B, G, S, S, G, B. Okay, I'm going to check it. It was with my right hand. So let's go over to where I hit the paragraph. Okay, whichever way is best for you. You can click it over here, FPLT. You can look this way or you can look this way. Okay, remember a slash just means it's a next row. Okay, very, very important. So on that homework assignment, we can cover 5 times perfect each row. So let's make sure I wrote FP. I'm going to check it over here. FPLT. Remember the slash in front of it or the hyphen is nothing, okay? FPLT, RBGS, TL, PF, RBGS, SGB. Perfect. So now you're going to do another perfect row because you want 5 perfect rows of that top row. Then you go to the second one, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. If you make a mistake anywhere in that, even if it's the second letter of that row, you have to start over at the very beginning with the F and have perfect rows. It'll be counted against you and you don't want to start off wrongly. It's all about perfection, okay? Going on to the next homework assignment. This is page 12, 2-3. So the very top, this is the final side. So you're only going to use your right hand, okay? So your right hand, and you're going to write final T, final D, final S, final Z, final D, final Z, final T, final Z, final D, final S. And I do have nails, so it's a little hard. Final S. If you have nails, you all, it's very difficult, okay? E, S, E. And then you've got Z, U, D, U, Z. Notice how I have the slashes. All we're worried about is stroking the letter. You're just writing one letter at a time. So let me make sure that I have it. And so I'm going to go to the PF. So I have T. Remember, it's on the final side, on the right side of your machine. Final T, final D, final. So I have an error. Final T, final D, final S. Just a minute. Let me make sure I went to the right one. Final T, final D, final F. So I have to start over. So I'm going to hit paragraph. And I'm going to start over with final T, final D, final S, final Z, final D, final Z, final T, final Z, final D, final S, E, S, E, Z, U, D, U, Z. So I'm going to check it, and I can go to my last PF, look over here, and so let's check it. You can either go this way on the right side of your vertical notes, or you can go over here to the steno, whichever is easiest for you, but you've got to check every row. So let's see, I have final T, final D, final S, final Z, final D. I think I like checking it over here on my notes. Final Z, final T, final Z, final D, final S, final E, or just E, S, E, Z, U, D, U, Z. And I'm just comparing it to my book, to the first row up there. So you need to have 5 perfect rows. So you're going to have a total of 20. Perfect. If you make a mistake anywhere when you're checking your work, you got to start over, PF, to let the lab assistant know you start over with the perfect rows. It's all with your right hand, okay? Take your time, check your work, complete extra rows. That way, if you didn't catch an error, you'll have an extra perfect row, hopefully. Take your time, let us know if you have any questions, okay? Very important that you listen to my lecture before completing your homework assignment. That way, it'll explain how everything's done and why you have to write it a certain way. Okay, that's it. You all take your time. Let me know if you have any questions. Remember, you can put all of these homework assignments in one big file, label it with the name, with your initials, the number, 2-1, 2-2, 2-3, or 2-1 through 2-3, and then you can send it to us, okay? Have a great day. Control S, always save everything. That's it. Good luck.